all the way in.
Mars?
Yeah, they're out there.
It almost looks like a path or a driveway right up about a half mile in front of us, coming up out of that drain. It's a drainage.
There's a center.
Yeah.
Straight away from us.
Yeah. So right up behind that,
To the right.
and to the right.
And a small little drainage there. I think there's some bedded behind them up on that hill. It's just so far. Feel good about today.
What's that?
I feel good about today.
Yeah.
I didn't feel good about yesterday.
You'll see him. There's one left. And he's kinda in the center. It'll take you a second to find them, but they're there. Oh yeah.
It sure is. It's a coyote, isn't it? Walking our direction right now.
I'll smoke him if he comes up here. It's a big coyote.
Yeah, he is. He don't seem spooked though. He doesn't seem interested in him. He's walking away.
Got a little division now, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Still not much about a last day.
Yep, that's exactly right. Yeah.
But I've learned to owe too much, Robbie.
You don't pass them on the first day, you're willing to take them on the last day. Like, I don't want to go home empty-handed, so.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
He
just popped up out of nowhere. He was just in that grass, and all of a sudden he just popped up.
This was 3 spots, same thing.
I can't. That one on the left.
Want a spike?
He might be a spike, yeah. I think so too. I think he's got the bigger body. There he goes. A little brighter forward.
How far do you think they are? Over a mile, aren't they?
Yeah, I'd say at least.
Because I can't see them with my naked eye at all.
No.
That one on the right's questionable shooter. The one on the left, I don't think he's. We'll watch where they go for sure.
Yeah. Looks like they're going away from us. Alright, this is day 2. Didn't film much yesterday, but Brian and I got on a couple deer yesterday, but we got 3, no 2 bucks, and we think a third. And we saw some does down at this bottom too, but we are trying to cut them off because they are booking it. They're kind of headed at us, but we're trying to cut the distance from what those deer I just showed in the spotter.
see if I can find some blood, but
That's what I was trying to.
I couldn't see him when you shot
I know
him.
where he went, so it's not like it's
Well, at the very least, we can go try to find blood where he was standing.
That was this one.
This one was just, he was in the saddle.
He was in the saddle, yeah. Should be some blood nearby though. So we felt really, Brian said he felt good about a shot. And we both felt good when we saw the deer at the top of that hill. He looked like he was wobbling and his, packing his leg, and Brian looked through his bino, said he thought he saw blood coming out, but we couldn't find any anywhere, and he wasn't over the hill where we thought he would be. We watched the other two deer he was with, he never joined back up with them. So we split up, and it's just so many little pockets that they could be in here. It's just really hard. So we're kind of grid searching now and hoping for the best. It was not real encouraging to not find blood. There he is up there. See him way up there, but
that one doe.
Back in that same spot,
Where
she came across.
Yeah, where she popped out. She's kind of feeding back to the our 5 o'clock. It's crazy how far they are still, though. Close enough where you can see what they are, but they're every bit of a mile and a half. There's one more coming over the ridge right now.
Yeah, two of them back on their feet. Well, they're all getting back up.
They don't bed for long.
No.
There's one right there. See
Yeah.
it on the far left?
That's
of the screen?
yeah. That's the one that was walking that way. Yeah, they're all three back on their feet.
From way back over there, the one though was dramatically bigger, bodied.
Nothing else has come over that ridge though.
No.
Alright, so recap up to this point, because I haven't done a great job of doing this. So this is day 3, and it is about 11 a.m., almost noon. We're in our third glassing spot. We saw a few deer on day 1, a few whitetails, and day 2 we went back and saw 7 whitetails in that same spot, and we put that stalk on. I know we didn't come away with it, but it was a really great stop. We felt pretty proud about it. I mean, those deer were a mile and a half away, and we cut them off and got inside of 20 yards. So anyway, didn't get a deer there, and then saw some mule. We saw 6 mule deer does that evening, yesterday evening, and they were about 2 miles away. At first, we couldn't tell what they were. We moved to about a mile and could realize they were does. That was kind of the end of that day. And then this morning we've seen 2 deer that are, the first one was well beyond 2 miles. No clue what it was, and we're going that direction to find out. And I had another one over here a minute ago that we've lost him in these little hills. It's kind of dark and a lot of breaks. And yeah, so trying to, not sure if it's a doe or a buck, but just kind of hoping he pops back up here sooner or later. But we are at the highest point we've been to all week, and we can see 360 degrees all the way around us, so we're hoping we can turn something up here because it seems like everything is as far away from the trailhead as possible. So go figure that. But we put a lot of miles in. We did about 12 miles yesterday and 7 or 8 the day before. And we're already about 4 miles in today. This has been a really long recap though, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I think they were just running downhill.
We're kind of on that little knob now.
They're kind of working toward us a little bit. I mean, this way.
No, they came 500 yards closer than when we first seen them.
Yeah.
There's one down the bottom. Can you see that on your phone?
Mm-hmm. That one right down here?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I still got 6.
If they keep coming the path that they're on down this draw, you see this dark hillside here?
Mm-hmm. That's the place to be.
Probably, because I think that our wind will carry up that little valley there.
Yeah, we want to drop down behind us and go right through there.
Yeah.
I think we can get pretty close to them right now if we do that.
I think we need to kind of move.
Yep, I do too. All right, we got 6 bucks. They're whitetails. They're not mulies, but they're not far. We're gonna make a quick. We think we can make a real quick play on them and get to them pretty quick. We've got the wind kind of in our favor if we kind of hook around them, but they're just feeding right up here on this hill across from us. So back up, start hoofing it. On the ground. No, the one to his left is. Lost him. What just happened? Oh man. How far is he? Walking down the hill on the left. Not the one looking at us, but the tall one next to him. I've got a shot at him now. You tell me when you have a shot. We're gonna shoot together. You're gonna shoot together. I'm taking the one on the left up the hill. What about the one at the bottom right? Okay, I'll take my shot then. Alright.
Holy. It may have been past me.
Huh?
1, 2, 3. I think that may have been past through.
4. That's him.
Keep it.
Go down.
Go down.
He's hurt.
I'm gonna go to this ridge. Stay here. He's hitting the chest in the front.
All right, we got good news. We got blood on the ground. We got a buck on the ground. There's my exit.
Right on the shoulder.
Yeah. There's my entrance. My second shot, you
Look
think?
in the neck.
Yeah. That's the first shot, you're right. I think that's my second one.
Yep. Good shot, man.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I was thinking you had the camera for a still picture. Yeah, he's nice. That's my biggest public land buck yet. Whitetail.
He's a good one.
Hang on. You complained to your wife last night that I hadn't interviewed you yet, so.
Yep.
How you feel right now at this moment?
I'm great. I'm ready for 10 more miles. I don't know about you.
Oh.
How are you feeling?
Not bad. Feeling older than I did last year.
Yeah. It catches up with us, I guess.
Yeah.
But we couldn't ask for a much prettier night.
No.
Pack out.
Yeah. It's probably about 9 degrees, but you don't notice it when you're walking.
No. No, it is fairly cold though. It is. But we're steamy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess that's why it stays or pays off to stay back there so late, you know?
Yeah.
Man, that'd been so cool if we could have doubled up.
Oh, I know. Little spike, fork, whatever he was, busted us.
Yeah. Yeah, and that real wide 9-point, gave me a shot for just, I'm talking half a second, and I wasn't settled in on my bipod yet.
Yeah.
And that.
I wish I had a better view of him on the camera. I didn't get a good shot of him.
Of the wide
one? Of the 9, yeah, the big one.
Yeah, he was outside his ears for sure.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good buck. I mean, anywhere I'd have shot
Oh,
him.
yeah. I'd have shot him at home in a heartbeat.
He wasn't far off 140 probably.
No.
Well, he's a decent deer. For out here in the middle of the
sand.
God's country here. It's like, it is like a desert, but a beach at the same time. It is the weirdest place I've ever been. Yeah, it's... Boy, you earn it though, I'll give you that. Anyone?
It's not as easy. I had a guy tell me last year about, oh yeah, I bet that's not bad hiking out there in those little hills. And
go run on the beach
I was like, yeah,
for 12 hours.
Those hills are not little.
No, and it's every step you sink 6 inches back down the mountain or the hill. So. Yeah, he made a good shot though. 2 of them.
God, he gave us a chance to get one more in him because he died right where I shot him.
Yeah. He would have.
He was going to, yeah.
He was going down.
He was going down, but we ended it quicker that way.
Yeah, for sure.
We're less than a mile from the tracks. Somewhere down that path. How cold it is. You take your gaiters off, and the sweat from earlier in the day has frosted.
Pack out complete.
We made it. Decent time too.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple hours.
I'm exhausted.
I bet my pack weighed 85 pounds.
I bet I complained about my hips more than I ever have in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
It's all right. That
We
pack
made it,
out,
though.
but that pack out was worse than the one I had last year because of the hills we had to climb. I had a little more weight.
We climbed Everest 4 times.
It was awful. I said the muley was a little heavier, but I did not. Those hills we climbed tonight were awful.
It was bad.
Yeah.
And we just couldn't get out of them. We're
No.
like, where are we?
Yeah.
Technology saved us tonight, and it was not on X. There's a fire tower about 90 miles that way. that every so often you get just crest just and you just see one blink and you're, whoa, we're off course again.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
Like a lighthouse.
It was. It was.
Yeah, it was good though. But good job today,
It was
man.
fun, yeah. It was fun.
We did it.
We gotta get one more though.
Yeah.
In 2 more days, we'll get one.
Oh yeah.
So this is day 4, and yesterday we're back at the spot, the best glassing point we've had all week, where we glassed my deer and the other bucks that were with it yesterday. And in that group there was a really nice 9-point we were trying to double up on. So we're hoping we can turn those bucks up again today. When we watched where they went after the shot, we feel like they're still in this area, or they stayed in this area, but our wind is really nasty, and it's supposed to die down here in about an hour. So we're hoping when that happens this afternoon, we'll start seeing it move.
Pop up a little bit.
Yeah.
We can only see to Kansas on the west here, so we can.
You can see a long way.
The problem is, if you spot one over there, you have to be a really big one to go get him.
Yeah.
It'd be faster to jump back in the truck, drive the 40 miles around, get back out on that side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty slow though so far, but it has been about every day until
Most of the mornings, yeah.
Oh, I don't know if we've seen one. Well, no, we've seen them.
That first
that
day.
first day we've seen them 3 little bucks. Well, I guess it was day 2.
Well, the first day I saw those 2 way out in the distance. Remember, we never could pick them back up.
Oh, to the south.
Yeah. But they were way out there though.
Yeah. Yeah, you needed a Colorado tag on them.
Yeah.
They were so far.
They were a long way.
They were so far you
We
couldn't pick them up with an 80mm spotter. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's deer.
And haven't seen a lot of muleys. We saw those 6 mule deer
Does.
on Tuesday evening. And that's it.
Just really
everything else has been
surprising to me,
whitetails.
though. You figured you'd at least be picking up. I know them big bucks kind of can tend to be a little bit more elusive, but I've not even seen any mule deer does. I just don't know where they're at.
Yeah. We've seen plenty of whitetail though.
It's been whitetail, which is the weirdest place I've ever hunted whitetail in my life. You wouldn't figure that there'd be. They kind of like the more covered areas, it seems like, but these are, everything out here is open.
Yep.
But when you do see them, you can tell if they're bucks pretty fast, because their antlers out here, they just shed and then they don't have anything to rub on to make them dark. I mean, their antlers are white, like a deadhead white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours
His antlers were as white as that shed you picked up the other day.
I know.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they're the same way with them 3 bucks on day 2. The bucks that were 20 feet from us, but
Yeah.
they're all super white.
Alright, so the wind has definitely started letting up, and we immediately saw 4 mule deer pretty far off, but we're pretty sure they were does, but they're definitely up and on their feet, so that's a good sign. So we're glassing pretty hard right now, hoping to turn something up here soon. Brian went over the other side of the ridge here behind me. And, yeah, just seems like a good time. It's been a good time for deer movement the last few days in a row. So hopefully we have something here soon. Got about 6 mule deer. A long way away, but I think we got a legal buck. Just it's getting late. We don't know if we want to try to cut that distance tonight. Hold out. We've been able to turn up deer every day, so
Yeah, he is legal. Barely.
yeah.
Barely. We'll see what he does.
Yeah.
He keeps cruising this way maybe, but I think them does.
Gonna pull him over the hill.
Yeah, I think so. Because I only see one little peely up on top of the hill now.
We think he's a mile to a mile and a half.
Every bit of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're better off rolling back up over this top here.
Let's see what's on the other side, like
Probably.
we were originally going to do.
Yeah.
All right, to fill you in, we just moved from our glassing spot to try to see what's on the other side of the next ridge. We spotted those does with that small buck. We decided to come on up over the ridge like we originally planned because he was so far away. And Brian just told me he sees more over here, so they're up and moving, but we're running out of daylight. So we got over the ridge. There's our antelope, not a pronghorn, not mule deer.
Did they roll over yet?
I can't find them, so I think they may have. Yeah, I see her. She just stumbled. She's hurt.
She ain't acting right.
No. She did it twice. I think something, coyotes or something got a hold of her or something. I don't know. Alright, you can tell us what we're going to getting ready to try to do.
We're going to kill maybe the world's smallest legal buck. If he's in there.
If he's in there.
If he's in there. It is too cold and too windy not to do so. So, yeah. Hopefully we don't get frostbite in the process.
Yeah.
It's cold. So the good Lord blessed me with a lot of beard. They gave me a really big nose, so it sticks way out there.
We got a group of does that we think the same group we saw last night that had a spike with them. We're going to try to bump them up. Or at least see if we can see a spike, if not try to bump them up. Getting aggressive because it's the last day and it's like you said, it is cold. They're here, aren't they? Yes. That's the escape route. That's the escape route, so they're here. Yeah, I think you're right. These mule deer twice, but they're not spooked real bad. Just kind of walking up. Alright, this next ridge, so I'm going to try to get look at this spike, see if he's legal. Okay. Try to get a shot on him if he is. But they're making us work for it. We're going to carry this on our stalk. Got busted in. keep chasing him. He's so borderline. 210. Just a hook. I've got like 13 inches, 12 inches of drop or something like that too. Where's my snack sticks? Oh. What? You out?
I forgot my snack stick.
Oh, here. I got extra.
Good, I was getting
I've got all of mine.
I was starting to get the shakes there for a minute.
You got jalapeno in them.
That's fine.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Shakes. Get the meat shakes.
That is. Whose deer is that? I don't know if that's one of mine or one of Matthew's. Amish make them.
Yeah.
That's why I don't process a lot of my own deer, because I can't make them as good as that.
Well, today was the final day of the season, and it says it's 20 degrees in the truck. I don't believe that for a second.
The wind chill's easily single digits.
Yeah, pretty cold. Ran into about maybe 10 head, maybe.
Yeah,
10 head of mule
that's
deer.
all right.
One little spike. He wasn't legal. I didn't think he was. You couldn't tell he was a spike from 200 yards. You had to throw glass on him. They were under 6 inches. So. Only seen one whitetail doe, and she was kind of running all over the hillside, left, right, and then went over the top, and we never seen her again. So we made a big loop, kind of back around. I bet we did almost 10 miles a day.
Yeah, I haven't checked yet. I bet we did.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
So didn't turn anything up, so that's the way it goes. It's all right though. We got one in the bag. At least we're still 50%.
That's right.
No, could have been 0.
Could have been 0.
So,
yeah. We had a lot of fun though.
Yeah,
Fun
good
stalks.
hunt.
Yeah, fun stalks.
It's a kind of a cool place to hunt for sure. It's different. You can get lost out there so fast.
Yeah.
I've never been a place. Usually, like I said, I'm very good with knowing my bearings. This place,
Well, the hills just steer you all over the place.
well, there's no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
There's no like drainages. Like, all right, all them drainages head that way.
Right.
They go every single direction.
Big piles of sand.
Sand.
With grass on them.
The Sahara was just grass. That's what it looks like. So, it's a good hunt though.
Yeah, good
We had
week.
fun.
We had a lot of fun. I appreciate
Sure
Brian
did.
coming out with me.
Yeah, man. Thanks
Yep.
for inviting me.
I think at the end, after whatever's the end, I'm gonna have a blooper reel. Some of the funny things that may not have fit into an
Right.
actual video.
Yeah. Getting the shakes.
Yeah. Am I allowed to do this?
What's that?
Put sit on the first slide. Is that like?
Oh.
Does that cross any hunting?
You may get struck down.
I know it. If I publish this on YouTube. It's solid.
Need my ramrod?
That opened it up, wouldn't it?
I sent Alyssa a meme or a little video on Instagram last night. It's a buck with his legs together peeing on his glands.
Yeah.
And it said 60% of the time it works every time.
You ready? Oh, you're gonna get frontal in, but
Well, yeah.
oh man, this is.
You gotta, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it right.
How'd that look?
That was perfect.
Awesome. Our camera on, we shut up.
Read.
Yeah. What is it?
You're sending me into convulsions.
Oh, strobe light.
Yeah.
Brian about my story, how I almost broke my hand last year, so now he holds the gate for me every day.
We haven't had enough food this week.
No.
Been starved to death.
Our wives didn't help us out at all.
Nothing. Not a lick. Send us off and said, I hope you starve.
All I've had is peanut butter and snack sticks.
And all apart.
There you go, your shades on.
I know. I could go on that carnivore diet real fast though.
I like that idea.
I don't know if Alyssa would like it.
I would still want some sweets.